What's up, guys? Bowtie SoFly coming at you with another Pokemon Showdown Random Battle video. So, in our last episode, we wound up going 2-2, which is our previous records per game of 1-2, but I'm still not happy with how we've been playing, so I'm going to continue to try and focus, crack down, and actually move us back above 500 so we can get that winning season back on track. Alright, so without any further ado, here we go with our first battle. It always takes so long in order for this to load up, and it's so annoying. Anytime you're ready, Random Battle. Alright, here we go. So we're going up against Felix ASD, or Felixus D. I don't know how this person wants to pronounce it, but we'll go with Felixus D. Alright, so we got Mesprit, Psychic on Psychic. So we're going to set up a light screen, pop that timer on, just to make sure we are able to survive whatever happens. I assume, yep, we have light clay, so our screens are going to last quite a while. So I'm going to go out. Let's see. Do we have anything that's going to be good against Psychic? If I remember correctly, Steel should be, or I'm sorry, Fairy should be good. So he's going to Ice Beam. We're going to resist that easily. And we're going to Mega Evolve and knock off. So let's get it popping. Alright, so the knockoff, going to do good damage. Not really wanting to trade a Mega Mawile for a Mesprit, but you know what? That thing had Calm Mind set up. It was dangerous. We can always try and bluff Sucker Punch, or at least hope he brings in something slower than the Mega Mawile. I wonder, I'll check really quick and see. I don't think we have anything that really can pass any sort of healing. We don't. So, he's going to bring in Pelipper. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? All right, I'm going to bring in Poliwrath. And he's going to eat up that Scald. Nom nom, nom nom nom. And Kenai and Rain Dish, so we're going to go for a Scald of our own. It's going to be resisted. We don't pick up the burn, so he's going to go ahead and switch out. We could have set up the Rain, and we probably should have, but at this point I was just trying to weaken his Pelipper just a little bit in the hopes that that would be good for us. So Mr. Mime's going to come in. I assume he's going to go for, yeah, he's going to be using Psychic attacks, so let's see, Special Defense. Yeah, so Mr. Mime's part Fairy, so we're going to bring in Bronzong, which is going to resist the Fairy, or the Psychic typing. Ooh, he gets a crit, which is unfortunate. But luckily we got some leftovers, and a Gyro Ball is going to do huge damage to the Fairy typing. So I'm thinking he's going to switch out. I'm going to Stealth Rock. Ooh, he Shadow Balls. That's interesting. So we'll set up our rocks. We're going to Gyro Ball, because I feel that should do good damage. At least 2 times effective. So we'll see what Mr. Mime wants to do. And it's going to take us out. That's really unfortunate. Kind of thought he would survive that. Alright, so we're going to go into Zebstrika. And we're going to use Wild Charge. Actually, what do we have? Yeah, we'll Wild Charge. And he's not going to take that well, but well enough to stay alive. Wow, this Mr. Mime is just putting in work, and it's upsetting. So we're actually going to Volt Switch. I'm assuming he doesn't have Sucker Punch. Yeah, it's a special set, so let's see what happens. We are tied even at 5-5, but I'm not in the best condition here, so I'm assuming he's letting Mr. Mime go down. But we will see. Also, while we're waiting, oh, okay, he's going to switch out into Donphan, so Volt Switch does nada. That's unfortunate. But we're going to go ahead and switch into Soul Rock for immunity. He's going to set up his own Stealth Rocks, which is unfortunate for us. We are going to try and burn whatever he brings in, whether it's Mr. Mime, which actually Mr. Mime would be a safe switch in for him because at this point he's going to die to rocks anyway, unless the Donphan's going to spin. In which case, you know, it happens. He doesn't. He's going to knock off instead. So he's knocking off the Light Clay, which is unfortunate for us, but we're going to go ahead and set up screen anyway. Yeah, we're going to set up a screen. And a light screen. So I have no item, unfortunately, so I have no way of healing. So I assume he's going to continue to try and knock off, or he'll eventually switch out. Either way, I'm putting up both sets of screens so that whatever I bring in can hopefully survive. Ice Shard, not that effective, and the burn's going to do more damage, so we are free to bring in our Poliwrath, coming out there all buff and strong. So anyway, what I was going to say while we were waiting before, I actually went ahead and I'm in the process of uploading my Darkest Dungeon Let's Play for the day. So normally I upload Pokemon Showdown first, but in this case I went ahead and recorded Darkest Dungeon first because I had been promising a friend of mine I was going to name a character after him as soon as the character became available, and it finally did. So that should hopefully be up by the time this video's up, so if you haven't gotten the chance, go ahead and check that video out. Or if you haven't seen the Darkest Dungeon Let's Play at all, go ahead and watch through the series. It's really entertaining. You get to hear me gripe and complain about stress and then sit there and relish in victory when we do well. So it's a lot of fun. It's a great series. It's got a great art style, and overall it's just a really entertaining game. So be sure to go ahead and check that out. But in the meantime, we got this battle to focus on. We got Reflect up, Light Screen up, Stealth Rocks up, and I'm wondering what this Donphan's going to continue to do. So he's going to switch out into Pelipper, which is fine with me, because I'm going to go ahead and Ice Beam. It's at least neutral, so we'll see how that does. He's going to Defog, which is going to clear all the stuff off the field. That is really unfortunate. Yeah, unfortunately, our Rock Setter is no longer here, so we're going to Scald. It's going to be a crit. He's going to Scald. Don't get burned. We get burned. That's unfortunate. All right, so Ice Beam's going to do enough to take him out, so that's what we're going to do. We'll see what he decides to bring in and go from there. So far, it looks like we're a little bit on the losing end of this battle, although if he brings in the Donphan at any point soon, I'm pretty sure we can swing this in our favor. But overall, kind of a rough battle so far. So he's going to bring in the Donphan. The Ice Beam's going to be super effective, and we're going to be able to knock him out first because we are faster. So we're going to Ice Beam. He's probably going to Ice Shard at least to try and get off a little bit of extra damage on me, which makes sense, but yeah, the Defog unfortunately does hurt because it takes away both sets of screens, and he's going to bring in Gigalith, actually. All right. So at this point, he's trying to stall me out entirely. I'm going to go ahead and Scald. I predict he'll probably bring in... Oh, he's not going to. Okay, I thought he was going to bring in the Pelipper, but instead he decides to Stone Edge, so that's going to take us down. And luckily for us, we can bring in... Let's see, does he have Stone Edge? He does. All right, so we're going to bring in Mawile. Luckily, he got rid of his own rocks, which allows us to actually go in. And we're going to, let's see, just rock. We're going to play rough. I'm hoping this lands. I really need this to land because it'll put us in a good position if it does. This is going to knock out whatever it hits, and it takes out the Gigalith. So hopefully he doesn't have any ability that hurts me. He doesn't. So we are going to be even at 4-4. Again, all three of his Pokemon that he's shown so far are injured. The Mr. Mime is on 1%. The Pelipper is on like 17%. And oh, that is really unfortunate for us. That is Hawlucha. The only good thing is, hopefully, I'm just praying that he is not an Unburdened set. If he's not, Zebstrika will outspeed and get the kill. But at this point, I think we have to let... Yeah, we're going to have to let Mawile go down. So I'm assuming he would have used something if he had it to outspeed. So we're going to just straight up wild charge. Do we want a wild charge? Yeah, we're going to have to wild charge for now. And that's going to actually take him out. Wow, I'm surprised the Hawlucha went down that easily. That is really, really fortunate for us. So we're even at 3-3. So I'm going to go ahead and... I don't know if HP Grass will take him out, and I don't want to really die to that. So we're going to Volt Switch because I want to preserve this Zebstrika because it's faster than Mr. Mime. So as long as this thing doesn't have like quick attack, which I don't think it does, then again, watch me be wrong, we should be okay. He might try and switch out into the Donphan, but the Donphan can't really touch our Soul Rock, so we will be safe to set up screens, do what we got to do with him. And so the Pelipper's going to go down. That's good for us. We're going to go into Soul Rock. Rock, Planet, Soul Rock. Nice Africa Bambaataa reference for anyone who got that. Okay, so we brought this out immediately, which is unfortunate. We're just going to go ahead and Rock Slide. Hopefully we live whatever he's got. I think he might have Shadow Ball. He does. So we're going to drop. That's unfortunate. But Soul Rock had to go down. Mr. Mime luckily fainted in the process. So we still haven't revealed our last Pokemon. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and see if we can get the kill. We can, so we're not even going to have to. And HP Grass is going to take him out. So, starting off this battle with a nice win, we're going to go ahead and throw up the GG for our opponent because we want to be nice and courteous and let Felix ASD know we appreciate his time. And that's going to be one win for us on the day, so we're 1-0 for the day. We got a little worried there, but we managed to pull it out. And I don't really see him saying anything, so I'm going to go ahead and leave. All right, let's go into battle number 2. Let's keep this streak alive. So we got PFQ Atra. All right, so Chatot. I don't know what you're going to have, so I'm going to... what do we got? 2 ice types. Normal flying. Bug Steel, is he... Okay, so he's got water, so we got water typing through him. Not the greatest moveset on Hydreigon. And pretty solid moveset on Muck. So I'm going to protect and see what he does. He's nasty plotting, so that's really bad. I probably should have just Ice Beamed immediately. Hopefully he doesn't have anything that bad. But that's really dangerous. I'm really surprised he decided to set up with that. I hope this kills. And it does. So he decides to get greedy and set up on turn 1. We managed to live thanks to Glaceon's nice special defense at 205. And Chatot goes down, so that's really good for us. That could have worked out really, really poorly. I was hoping he didn't have Heat Wave or Fire Blast or anything, so we got really, really lucky. We're going to go ahead and protect. Do we want to protect? Because I want to get a Wish off somehow, but I don't know how we're going to get that off, so I'm going to need to have some sort of switch in on this thing. Nothing else is going to pass. I was hoping this would be Debond Frostlast, just in case. So, what do we got that's going to take on Poison? Nothing with a Psychic type move. I'm going to protect. See what he goes for. He's going to go for the Sludge Bomb. That's fine. So we're going to gain some more health back. And I'm going to switch into Muck. And we'll take Muck on Weezing. Some Gen 1 Poison Power right here. Going to eat that right up. And Muck is Choice Banded, so whatever I use, I'm going to want to make sure it's good. I'm going to go with Fire Punch. Alright, not a bad choice. Shadow Sneak would have been the better play, not going to lie. Okay, so I'm assuming, okay, he's Toxic Orb, that's not great, so he's going to try and hurt me with that. But we're going to switch right out into Hydreigon, which should hopefully be able to eat up a Psychic type attack because it's dark. Or actually, wait. If he's going to use, I'm assuming he's going to use Psychic, so Bug's going to resist. Dark's going to resist. Both these are going to outspeed. What do I have to use against him, though? Let me check this first. So, Bug type, which is effective. All right, so I'm going to go out into Genesect. It's got 1 more special defense, and it'll actually... Okay, so he's just going to straight up set up on me, which is fine, because we outspeed. And I'm going to go ahead and Techno Blast. I was predicting a switch out, so that's interesting. So he's just going to try and set up more and more hazards. That's fine. We'll go ahead and E-speed. Just to make sure. Because he knows he's not living another turn, so he's going to let his Deoxys drop. We got 2 layers of spikes, so I thought I saw something with Defog. I might be dreaming, but I hope we do. Noctowl has Defog. That is perfect for us because we'll be able to get rid of the spikes, which I really, really need to do. All right, so Weezing's probably going to use Sludge Bomb, so I'm going to switch into Muck. And he's actually going to use Fire Blast, which is fine because Muck's going to eat that right up. And we are going to... Do we want to Ice Punch, Fire Punch? Love to Gunk Shot, but it's not going to do jack against Weezing. He's probably going to leave this in. I'm going to... Yeah, he's putting up Toxic Spike, so I'm going to get some damage off. I hope... Yeah, he... that's unfortunate. So, all right, I just need to live once. Okay, he's going to set up several layers of this, so that's fine because I'm going to go ahead and defog, get rid of everything, lower his evasion. So hopefully he'll see that that was a waste of his time. And we got Noctowl in here. We live in. We good. We're going to go ahead and Air Slash. See if we can get the flinch. We don't, so we're going to eat up another Sludge Bomb. Ooh, we get poison, which is unfortunate, but we can always heal Bell with our Glaceon if we need to. I'm going to Roost. I'm predicting a switch. And even if not, I mean, we're already poisoned. He can't poison us again. So, let's see what happens here. He's going to protect. That's perfect for us because we're going to Roost. So we're back up to full, down to 88. And we're going to go ahead and hit this Weezing with another Air Slash. Good, we out here predicting. He's going to switch out into Excelgor, which is going to take a lot of damage. Wow, that was an interesting choice. Not quite sure what that was about, but all right. He's going to outspeed, but I don't know what he's going to do. We resist his typing. He's going to try and Focus Blast a flying Pokemon, which makes no sense. And we're going to go ahead and drop his Excelgor, which is probably the fastest thing he had on his team. And we have come out to a nice 6-3 lead. So, Mag Cargo. Fire Rock, I don't like that. So that's going to be negative priority. Fire and Rock. Do we have anything that's going to resist that? Be able to do some damage. Hydreigon, maybe? I mean, we have water with Genesect, but we need a safe switch in for Genesect in order to make that work. So, I think we're going to go ahead and sack off Glaceon, maybe? I don't know what to do. We're going to take our time here. 164. All right, so we're going to try and outspeed this thing. And we're going to try and get a nice flinch. He's going to Shell Smash, which, that's not good. We'll still outspeed him with several of our Pokemon, but he's going to Ancient Power. We're going to live, luckily, and we're going to get some damage off on him. But unfortunately, we're going to drop to that. So we got him weaker, which is fine. 97, so 90 and 90. 194 he's going to be at for speed, so that's not good. We're going to go for the Choice Banded Shadow Sneak with Muck because we have the priority. So we're hoping this priority is going to be enough. It shouldn't be resisted by anything. Fire Rock doesn't resist Ghost, so this should do normal damage. And the Choice Band will hopefully bring it up to 33%, although I think I'm reaching a little bit on that. I hate Shell Smash. It completely turns games around, so he might have just gotten what he needed to put in some work. But the good thing for us is that, okay, that's not going to do enough, and we are going to get burned, which is really unfortunate. He's going to recover. That's really, really terrible for us. So at this point, I think what's going to happen is, yeah, we're going to switch into Glaceon. We're going to wind up going down. Yeah, we're going to not take that Fire Blast at all. We are going to switch into Frostlass, which again, I know it's weak, but we are going to Thunder Wave. Hopefully paralyze. Doesn't paralyze. So we just lost a few Mons, but we got him down lower to the point where our Genesect is going to be able to outspeed. And we are absolutely going to Technoblast him with water. He's going to go down, so Couple mons had to drop in order for that to work, but you know what? We did what we had to do. So, he's got Wheezing and then an Amoonguss left, which that's unfortunate for us. Do we have anything that's going to be effective? Fire Punch will be effective, but unfortunately he is burned, and Glaceon had the means to heal him. So, what's going to do? Grass Poison. So U-Turn should be at least moderately effective. It is. And we're going to go out into Hydreigon. He's going to Spore, so that's really bad. All right. So we need to hope that we can make this work. Hopefully it's a one-turn wake-up. No matter what happens, I thought we played this battle, for the most part, pretty well. There were a couple of times where we probably could have made a smarter move, but overall I've been happy with this battle, and PFQ Atra has, despite some questionable moves, put up a good fight. Like, again, I don't understand bringing in the Excelgor in on an Air Slash. But, you know, what can you do? So Hydreigon's fast asleep. He's going to Sludge Bomb. We're not going to eat that up at all. I'm actually going to try and Roost. So we woke up, so we're going to go ahead and get that back. That's nice. He's going to Sludge Bomb, so we're easily going to outspeed here. D-Pulse will be Stab, but it's going to be super effective. We're going to go for the D-Pulse. All right, it's going to drop him lower. He's going to Sludge Bomb. I figured he'd try and put me to sleep. That's surprising. And we're going to try and actually take him out. Let's go for D-Pulse. That's not enough. So he's going to live this, and he's going to... That's really unfortunate. I really hate all the recovery that his mons have had. I mean, he had Recover on Mad Cargo, Recover on the Amoonguss. So the good news is we are going to outspeed here. The bad news is Fire Punch is not going to do a lot because we are burned. But hopefully it's enough to at least weaken him, where one more Recover is not going to do anything. So I don't think, yeah, we have shown Fire Punch, so he knows that it's coming. He'll probably switch out here into Wheezing to take this up. He's not going to, so we are going to get a crit, which is huge for us. Okay. I'm burned, so the foul play probably didn't do as much as it could have, but we are going to Fire Punch. Again, trying to take this Amoonguss down because I think, oh, he's really going to... All right, so he's going to be that guy. I'm going to go down. Genesect's going to come in. And we are going to Technoblast. Hopefully he brings in the Amoonguss, but otherwise we're going to take some damage. Luckily we resist poison. We can't be poisoned because of steel typing. That's going to do good damage. He's going to Fire Blast, and we drop. Darn, that is really unfortunate. Okay, so we could have won that battle in just a couple more turns, but, you know, it happens. So we get the GG from PFQ Atra, so I'm not that upset. And... out in the end. Oh, he already left, so he said something nice to me, but that was nice. He said he thought I had him in the beginning, and you know what? I thought I did too, but that happened. So we're 1-1 right now. I'm going to risk it with one more battle. Hopefully it's a little quicker. All right, so we're starting out Golemon Skarmory, so not the worst ever. Not the worst ever. We could set up Stealth Rocks. I don't know what he's going to do to me. I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks. I don't think he can touch me with Skarmory. I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong. I don't think he can, though. So we're going to start the timer on Tyrone 88, and we'll see what happens. So he's going to bring out Primeape. We're going to get some rocks up, so that's fine. Didn't waste a turn. Rock Blast. Fighting type. So if he's going to go for a fighting type move on me, I'm going to go ahead and bring out Giratina, so that'll just negate that. Hopefully he went for just straight, yep, close combat. Ain't going to do nothing. All right, we're going to try and get off the Will-O-Wisp on either this Primeape or whatever else he tries to bring in. He might outspeed 201. He is going to outspeed. So hopefully he doesn't have anything too bad. He just has U-turn, so we're okay. No matter what he brings in, hopefully it's physical. Hopefully it's not fire type. It's Slowbro, so we're going to go ahead and Will-O-Wisp. Get the burn. Doesn't do much since it's special, but still helps to be able to take his health down some. And he is Regenerator, which is unfortunate. But we do have Shadow Ball, so... really interested as to why he brought this Slowbro in. I think it was a terrible choice. I'm going to Depulse just in case he wants to switch out for the Regenerator. We'll hurt something else instead. Yeah, because he could switch the Slowbro out and regain health. I don't know if he sees that it's Regenerator, if it is Regenerator, so hopefully he doesn't see that. But we'll see. I apologize if you hear a siren. There's a siren going by outside. Either an ambulance or a cop. Something like that. But hopefully you didn't hear it. All right. So he's sure taking his time. He doesn't know what he wants to do. Again, best case scenario, he stays in. We drop the Slowbro so we don't worry about Regenerator later. Other decent case scenario, he just brings something else in and it takes a nice big old stab Dragon Pulse from Giratina. 188's a little lower than I'd like for special attack, but again, Giratina's, at least regulars, built a little bit more defensively. So he's got about, I'd say, somewhere between 60 and 90 seconds left, so we'll see what happens. Again, he's probably trying to figure out if he wants to save this thing or just sack it off. I do have a Rotom Meow, to take it out just in case. So we do have a backup. We can take it out with Grass type. I'm saving the Golem for right now for the Skarmory because, again, that Rock Blast will just ruin his day. So he's got about 60 seconds left to figure out what he's doing. Hopefully he didn't disconnect because, again, I mean, I'll take it as a win just because we are outplaying him to start. But at the same time, I do like to finish battles. So hopefully he figures it out. Hopefully it's not just his connection or mine. It shouldn't be my connection. I actually just had to reset my router earlier, so we've been running fine since then. So we'll see what happens. He's got about 30 seconds left. And again, I mean, we are outplaying him so far, so I'm not that worried about him as an opponent. So it looks like he's probably just going to lag out, which is unfortunate. And Tyrone lost due to inactivity. That's unfortunate, but again, I don't want this episode to run too long. Otherwise, I would have shut the timer off and probably seen where this battle went because I'm predicting we would have won just based on the fact that we were predicting his switch-ins easily. We had Rock set up and we had a bunch more to work with. So we're going to go ahead and call that an episode. We got 2 wins and 1 loss. So, hey, we're moving on up. In the meantime, like I said, I'm going to try and see if I can get a little more practice in and just, again, really get the typings down because occasionally a typing will screw me up. I'll forget what's resistant to what, and it'll just cause us to lose a battle. So if you liked this episode and want to see more Pokemon Showdown content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for not only Pokemon content, but also the other content we have running on the channel as well. Again, hope you enjoyed the episode. This is Bowtie So Fly saying have a great day and stay fly.